Today we have Leping back here with us, and she's the publisher of this magazine called Kessyl Lim, and we have a couple of questions for her that we're gonna discuss. So my first question for you would be: so it's been about 2 years now since you have bought this company, and we heard that when you first take over this company, the circulation of this magazine is not doing that well. So like, why did you buy it? Like, did you see a potential in it?
Yeah, this magazine. It covered, actually the idea was very good, was trying to reach the whole region. We live in Wilmington. The Cape Fear run through is a very, very beautiful area. So the whole area is called Cape Fear.
Right.
So it covers all the 3 counties. That's where it's a great place. The idea was not bad. Is try to cover the what people are doing there, the lifestyle of the people over there. So I saw the potential, and also I was thinking about doing something else, and I was trying to get out of the lawyer business too.
Right.
So, and when this opportunity presented itself, I was thinking, well, maybe I could try it, but I was not that confident. I never did magazine before. So I had a partner. I thought she was local. Mm-hmm. She lived there for a long time. Mm-hmm. And she was very artsy and very educated. So mm-hmm. I thought it would be a good fit. So we actually bought the magazine together. But very soon she decided she didn't want to run the magazine anymore. So right. And then I had to
take over.
Take it over and do it, make all those decisions by myself.
Right. So can you tell us a little bit more about this magazine? Like, what is it about? Like, your target audience?
Yeah, this magazine is, it's like a lifestyle magazine. In America, a lot of places have this kind of local community magazine. That's what it is. We feature people. We feature right. what they do. Mm-hmm. And it's we have like certain department, every month you can see we have Down to the Roots. Basically, it's about the local history.
Right.
And we have Southern Touch. Right. That's because we're in the South. Okay?
Right, that's right.
So we want to keep that local flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it's about kind of interior design,
right.
your own living space.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have about fashion. Mm-hmm. We have about the community. So we feature things that people do to help each other. For example, we have people who have called Hope Center to help the homeless,
right.
Or people who just got out of the jail,
right.
to help them to find a second opportunity in life.
Right.
So we do all those things, and then we like next month I think we're going to feature military people right. who serve. Right. The country, so whatever's going on mm-hmm. at that time. Locally. Yeah, so it's just typical magazine.
Right.
Yes.
So what do you think, like the locals and your audiences, like what are they really interested in that you would put into this magazine? How would you know, oh, this is something that they really want to see, they right. really want to read about?
Yeah. How do we find the news? Mm-hmm. Basically, how do we find what
yes,
we want to talk about? Yeah. Because I have a team, I have an editor, mm-hmm. I have graphic, art director. She does the graphic design, mm-hmm. and we have marketing people. We have sales. I have a team of, I think so far we have 9. We have IT support mm-hmm. too. So all of us live in that area. Right. So we go out, our sales and marketing people go out a lot, they mm-hmm. network, and so they got feedback from the community. So we're directly in touch with the community. We're just not like right. reading something, this might be important.
Right.
I mean, we do find that from social media too. Yes. And the community send us press release. They interact with us too. They send us email, they call us, they would tell us, hey, there is an event here. I think it's going to be very interesting. Mm-hmm. And we constantly got calls from people. There's somebody. I think this is some event that I think is going to be really interesting, or some historic figures that they think, wow, I think this is really going to be a good story for you.
Right.
And we got writers too. We got contributors. Right. We got dozens of contributors, writers, photographers, and they all live there. Right. Okay. So they will tell us stories too that would be interesting. So and then we make the decision, we filter.
So you're not only like among the four walls, but you actually connect with the community. That's why you know what they want, and you can put it on magazine, and people actually see it.
Oh yeah, we are. We're part of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like my next question for you would be like, where does your funds come from? Like, is it from ads or like subscribers, sponsors, and
Yeah, we this is a free magazine,
right?
You know, they can subscribe, but if they do, it only covers the cost. You know, cost of actually mailing. That's about it. You know, we're not making profit. So the only way we can survive is from the advertisers.
Advertisers.
Yes.
And how do you find these ads? Like, is it difficult to find?
The community, you know, it's actually the community need to get the words out too. If you have a business, you know, you need to advertise.
Right.
Because how do you let people know you're there? You open a pizza shop. How do you you get people in? There are many channels to get words out nowadays. However, we keep telling people actually we're not just a magazine like a traditional magazine. We're only in print. We are a marketing company actually. You know, so we have social media. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We do digital marketing, and we just developed our video product.
Yes.
So we actually have a tourist channel. Wilmington is a tourist town. You know, so here I'm going to advertise for Wilmington. Go to Wilmington. It's one of the best places in the United States, actually.
Right. I haven't visited.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's a historic town. It has culture. It's just we have the beach, we have the river. You know, so people go there. You know, that's a big part of the business is tourism.
Right.
So we have a tourist channel that featured in all the major hotels. So then our magazines are distributed there too. Right. So people see us everywhere actually. In the region, yes.
Right. So you were talking about social media as well. So my question for you would be, like right now, social media is so important, like people to kind of like market their company, their businesses, small, big. So how do you view social media, and how do you think it's important to your magazine company?
I think a magazine alone nowadays, you know, without digital marketing, without social media, is almost stupid. Nobody does it. Okay, so but people keep thinking, oh, magazine and social media are separate. They're not. Okay, because basically it's a media. Nowadays, every magazine are on social media. But the problem with, some people say, well, why do I need print magazine? I'm online. You know, yes, we're online too. But if you, as a young person, you know, like. Years ago, people start doing, they say, oh, you know, print is dead. Print is dead, right? That's what you heard about that. And they think, well, everybody's going online. The problem with that is, you know, how much can you handle in your little phone? You know, I mean, how many apps do you have in your phone? I mean, just on your phone.
Well, I don't use a lot of apps. Like I don't have games, but only like the necessities, like.
This is, I would say, 9 out of 10 answers are just like yours. Because you can only see that, you can only handle that many things. And by the end, even the 20-year-old, they have very limited apps on their phone. They don't want to cluster their phone. They only use, say, your bank, right? The very necessary things you're using. Maybe YouTube.
Transportation.
You use YouTube. You use
social media. Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. That's your age group. That's your thing.
Right.
Snapchat. You know, maybe right. But you don't have a billion apps like Starbucks. You have an app. Walmart. You have an app. Or this. You have an app that have an app. You know, you don't actually. So people still. By the end of the day, I tell you, how many emails you receive by telemarketing, marketing to you try to buy this, buy that. I got tons of them. I never open them. Right. So, but if it's a nice magazine and has nice content about the things I care about.
Yes, the locals care about.
Yes, because after all, I live there, right? I mean, I do still care about what's going on in this country. You know, what President Trump is doing, you know, what North Korea is doing. Okay, I do care to an extent.
But they want to.
But my day-to-day life, is about people here. Okay, it's about what's going on here. I want to know what restaurants opening. I want to know where to eat, right? I want to know the water quality, right? And I want to know my neighbors. You know, so that's what people care about.
Right.
And this magazine provide that information, and it's nice. They pick it up. You know, our paper quality. You see, it's beautiful. Okay, and you have that. It's a pleasant to read that, and so we're very, very popular actually.
Right. Gotcha.
And even my daughter, she's no, my older one, she's 18. I have another 14-year-old. They say, oh, they read my magazine.
Wow.
Because they watch YouTube. I think that nowadays the digital thing is mostly for video, you know, YouTube. They watch that. But as far as reading, actually they don't like to read online.
Right.
They still go to bookstore. They actually like to get that books.
Like
they
the
like
whole
the feel
hard
of
copy
it.
of it.
Yes. They like to read that magazine because it's different, right?
Yes.
If you look online, it's a small picture. You know, this you flip through, you can go back and forth.
And it's better for your eyes, I guess.
Yes, and it's beautiful, right?
Right.
So it's totally different experience. So it's not going to be replaced.
Right. Gotcha.
Yes.
So moving on, my question for you would be, as a Chinese, are there any challenges you face as a publisher of a local American magazine?
Yes,
Like, if so,
of
what are
course.
they?
I faced two challenges when I bought the magazine. First of all, English was not my first language.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty good at that. You know, I've been a lawyer I'm functional for sure. But I don't. I can write in English, no problem. I write legal documents, you know, as you know, I did that for 20 years. However, writing literary articles, and it's just not my forte, you know. I can write beautifully in Chinese, but I still feel more comfortable writing in Chinese as far as expressing.
Yes.
So I had no intention to write
in
English for that kind of thing. You know, I write legal documents. You know, I do that. It's dry. It's straightforward. No problem. You know, or emails. I communicate. No problem.
Right.
But writing something that has emotion and is beautiful, and
it's not your forte.
It's not my forte. I don't do that.
Gotcha.
So I know I need an editor. But you know that I need an editor.
Yeah.
But I read it well. I can always tell what is good. You know, I have very good taste. I major in English literature actually for my undergraduate degree.
Right.
So that actually transfer too. So I can tell what's good writing for sure.
Right.
You know, and what's good content.
Yes.
So that helped. But another challenge, of course, that's being a Chinese. Another challenge I was facing was I was a newcomer. You know, I actually moved to Wilmington 4 years ago in 2013. Yeah, it's 4 years, right? So when you're new, I mean, I had no clue who was who. Right.
Yeah, it's just a new place that you have to learn to adapt to.
Right. Yeah. So I bought this magazine in 2016, or beginning of 2016. That was my first issue. So it's less than 2 years. So, you know, that's like, oh, wow, not being local, you know, marketing is hard.
Right.
You know, because people lived there for 20 years now. They knew each other. They knew who's who. That always helped to sell.
Right.
You know, and I didn't have that advantage. So I had to, but, you know, I ran business before. You know, I ran my law office. I had staff, and I was successful. So I felt like, well, that knowledge can transfer. Team as a team, you know.
Right.
I believe in teamwork.
Yes.
You know, I don't see the problem with this magazine before was I saw the problem was it was almost like a one-man band.
Gotcha.
You know,
there wasn't a team of people working together.
right. He got an editor, he got a part-time graphic designer, and that was it. Then he was doing the selling, he was doing everything on his own. So that was hard. You know, and I just didn't think in modern nowadays that would make you competitive. You know, in order to make this magazine competitive, I know I need the good people. I need good people to work.
Yes.
I need talent. So it took me a while to get the right people. I had turnovers. You know, when you first get something, when you first get a group of people, you did not. You know, it's not going to be like everybody is going to work out. It's just nature of business.
As time passes, you just become better and you work better together.
Yeah, I got great editor. I got great graphic designer. I got a good sales team now. So yeah, it took a while for
So
sure.
that
It
worked.
was not
That
easy.
worked.
Yes.
Right. So like we know that you're a publisher of this magazine, but you're also a host on Beijing Xinwen, our company.
Right.
So like you are targeting two different audience, American audience and
Yes.
the Chinese audience. So what do you feel like the differences you have to bring to the table for this?
Oh
Two
my
types of
God,
audience.
that's the Chinese and Americans. That's like two different worlds.
Right.
I don't see any crossover actually for now. It's totally different. The Chinese audience, I mean, we're doing this actually. Probably it's a long shot. We're not really like seeking immediate marketing opportunity. Even it was kind of fun thing for us to do. And I have, as you know, I have two partners, Eric and Sue. We got together. Actually, this is not just a business project, the Western Review, the TV show. We were kind of a little bit, maybe it's it's for a certain ideology and for concern that we have for America,
Right.
It's not for Chinese or China,
Right.
because we're all Americans. We have vested interest in America, and we saw that what's going on right now. Americans are so divided, and we all felt that we were heading the wrong direction, and we were just doing this as like regular citizens, it's almost like a civic duty kind of thing, but it was fun for us. Yeah.
Right.
So that's totally different thing from the magazine.
But you are balancing the best of
Yes.
both worlds.
But however, I see you can see the whole, if we have certain goal that's in common, is about serving the community, serving America. We do want America to be a great country, and we want our community to be nice, and we do. We have nice country. We have the best country in the world. I mean, I live in the best place in the world. And we want to keep it that way.
Right.
So I think that's part of it, and having fun with it, and also make a living out of it. That's of course is a very satisfying job for me.
Right, gotcha. So my final question for you would be back to the magazine. I read through a little and I saw that the theme for this month is called New Beginnings. So can you tell us a little like the reason behind this, like this idea?
Oh, the themes, right? Because those are, I have to give credit to my editor and my whole team and my graphic designer. They came up with the certain themes. They said, well, it would be good for marketing purpose and also for the readers to have some kind of focus. So just something new every month, So they have themes they set for every month. So this September, they were thinking, well, actually, because October, September is usually for Americans is wedding planning season.
Right.
Yes. So they were thinking, okay, well, and also what's going on in our town? We got new restaurants open. This marina is very new. It's beautiful. So. And they were thinking, well, maybe we'll just call it New Beginning, and then school start, So let's just call it New Beginnings, and we feature a couple, almost look like they are. It not exactly. It's
like
engaging.
looking forward, like
yeah. But it seems like they have a steady relationship, right? Maybe they're engaged. Actually, they were.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, they're actually
Wow.
engaged. Yeah, so it was like, okay, they're a perfect couple, and they're heading to a new beginning, right?
Gotcha. Seems like it.
Yes.
Now that you are saying, I'm like, okay.
If you want to show our audience, you see like. That's like they're heading toward new beginning in a brand new place. So so that's how we come up with this idea. Okay.
Yeah, looks like that's all we have for today. Thank you so much again for being on our show.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Yes, and remember you can get the September issue of Kessyl Living at most places in Wilmington, North Carolina. Till next time, have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.